Okay, sorry about that. Absolute chaos descended there, basically. Loki was going to stream the race, but then his PlayStation refused to let the stuff log in, and then we are back now. So we should be going racing here at Austria now. I'm just waiting for Loki to join the party, since I'll be streaming the comms today. Hopefully we have some good racing, since Austria is one of those tracks where we'll have a lot of side-by-side battling. Since there's plenty of places to overtake to be done on this track, and the weather is just a massive factor as well. As here is
Hello.
Loki. Hello.
Yeah,
I am
yeah. I've been
streaming.
having an issue with like logging into other YouTube channels. The same thing happened in a different league yesterday, where I tried to log in. Well, I did log in. I tried to start streaming, and it would only allow me to stream onto my channel, basically.
Oh, well, at least you've got me here.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, we'd have no stream.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't even know how I'm gonna fix that though for the future because
Yeah, I never
I
know.
thought
It might fix itself.
hopefully I thought logging out of my account or every other account would fix it, but apparently not.
Oh well, at least we got this going. It's meant to be a full dry race, so that's going to be like strategies out of the window. Okay, so as you've heard, it's a dry race and a dry quali. And a lot of guys have gone out on mediums. First one being Ferret. So let's hope we actually have some good times here. Obviously, because the mediums and softs are a big difference here. I just had a stroke there, literally. But let us know in the comments below, who do you think is going to be the top 3 today? Since obviously this Austria is one of those tracks where you never know what can happen. So we'll stick to Ferret, he'll do the first lap, while I get the standards up. Okay, so Yolmir leads the championship by 4 points over Jonas, who's Agrid in the Williams. Liam's gone to F1, so it's P3 for the other Williams driver of Henry. And then it goes Jamie Morris, who's obviously also gone to F1. We have Masiek, Thomas, Kieran, Tommy, Peter, Jericho, Ferret, Zolt, Tune, Moutinho, Gareth, Masiek, Hassan, Mohammed, and Adam. As both AlphaTauri drivers are not racing today, of Jesper and Super Thomas, so the only car we've got today is Mick, the reserve, stepping up. Hassan is in an Alpine today. And who was the other one? Oh yeah. Eat My Dust is in the Red Bull. But Ferret's got a good lap so far on the mediums. So what will the benchmark be? It's just got the last 2 corners to go. Keeps it in the line to keep a good amount of curbing. Comes to the start-finish line now to set his first lap. So 1 minute 3.8 on mediums. Now, is anyone going to beat that for now? Going across the line now. No one else. We'll jump aboard one of the Hasses. I think that is...
Well, that's actually a pretty good lap time for the medium tyres of 3.8. So it should be interesting.
Well, that proves it. Well, what
yeah, I think Bios probably didn't get a good lap in there, but a 3.8 on mediums is very, very respectable there from Ferret, definitely.
Yeah, Meilberg's on mediums too. He's coming to the last corner now. Is he going to get anywhere near Ferret's time? No, he's near 6/10 off. Emery P2 on softs. Is that Kieran? Yeah. No, that's Murphy. Nice, this is going to be fun, keep an eye on everything. Hassan comes to the line and validated. That's Agrid, I think, coming to the line. And validated. Now, this track's really bad for invalidations. Oh, well, look, he died again. But as proven, this track's very bad for getting invalid laps performed. Since a lot of cars will go back to back trying to get a lap under because how bad the track limits here.
Yeah, and it's also a shame because you can be on probably the best lap of your life and invalidate it on the last corner.
Speaking of which, Jericho just spun out in the second last corner.
Yeah, which we're probably going to see a lot of today. The curbs are very sensitive, obviously dependent on your setup as well. But again, you can see that with the lap times coming in, Ferret's lap of a 3.8 is actually
still great.
I'm actually quite surprised he actually managed to do a lap time like that on the mediums.
And the fact his teammate can't even get, is still 40,000 slower on the quicker tyre also.
Where's Jericho Balgos? He's in the middle sector, I believe. Is he currently on a lap?
No, his fuel warner's on, so he might run out of fuel. I'm gonna watch Agaret and Champ. Champ's pitted. Livenau's P9. Agaret, obviously, he was currently P2 in the standings. That's coming to the last corner now. Is he going to get a lap set? No, it's one. He's in the 120, so no way. 125.9. So, Loki, have you seen who's actually leading the championship now as well?
No, I haven't.
Yomir.
Yomir?
Yeah, after that win at China.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know what happened in China because my screen cut out.
Yeah, speaking of which, Yomi's crashed out.
Yep, he's crashed out of the final corner. So that's the end of qualifying for Yomir. He will start no higher than P10 and probably drop quite a lot lower than that.
Yeah, because everyone's going to be setting faster than us.
Murphy just went P4 going across the line, 104.0. So still Ferret on the mediums is the fastest.
And I've just missed the tap as P2. And the fact they've got a solid 20,000 a second gap between P1, P2 and P3. But no one's on a lap, it looks like. Alright, that stream just caught that, but it's good, it's back out. So what's your prediction?
Just currently on a lap. Is he going to go quickest? No, he doesn't. He's still only managed to go P6.
Mo HD's just invalidated in the last corner, so he has to go around again to get a lap. Coutinho's on an out lap along with Massier. Both Alphas going for different tyres also. Massier on mediums, Coutinho on softs. Well, I can tell this is going to be entertaining for strategy. Like, because what are you going for tomorrow, Loki, for strategy? Or you don't want to say it?
I'm not going to disclose that information.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd ask.
But Ferret's lap time is very surprising, I must say, on the mediums. And if I was Ferret, I'd actually not even come out for another lap because a 3.8
on mediums, yeah.
With the medium tyres, the delta's quite maybe around. On the track, it's probably not too much, but still enough that lap is very, very impressive.
Yeah,
he could well be in the top 5 with that lap time. If I was him, I'd actually just stay in the pits and save all my soft tyres.
Yeah, as I'm watching Massiek, who's on mediums also. It's coming to the last 2 corners now. A lot of curb intakes, keeps it going. Last corner. Is he going to get anywhere near the times? Oh, P11. On 4.6. But that still amazes me how he's 8 tenths quicker. He might dust P13. Jericho's on a lap. Coutinho's on a lap. Coming to the line. So Loki, what's your predictions for the top 3 today?
Well, it seems like everyone's at the moment actually struggling to beat that time of Ferret, but I think if he does actually stay in the pits, which it looks like he's doing at the moment, he will be somewhere in and around the top 4 for pole position. And the reason I don't think he'll get pole because I think somebody will beat that on softs, but I think he probably will be inside the top 4. I think pole position will be probably Jericho Balgos.
You think he's going to get redemption?
Yeah, I think he'll put it on pole. And Mo HD actually goes P6 on the mediums as well. So 3 tenths off Ferret's lap time. And
that's on 2 lap old tyres as well.
Yeah, so it looks like a few of the drivers are favouring the medium compound tyre.
Hello. Batuka's gone 3 tenths quicker. He's just got 2 more corners to go. And this obviously will snatch pole position at the time. The last corner of the goal. Is Batuka going to keep going or back out? He's invalidated! So it's
really that simple. It would have been provisional pole.
By 2 and a bit times.
Yeah, so
hello!
Coutinho goes quickest. Yeah, so I do expect that lap time to drop. Probably by a few tenths, which is why I said I think Ferret will probably be somewhere around the top 4, but Malberg also goes P5, does a 104 flat.
Yeah, this is when the times are going to start toppling down.
So what's Ferret going to do then? 8 minutes left in the session. He's now got soft tyres fit, so he's thinking to come out on a set of softs, but I genuinely don't think he probably knows he doesn't need to. Potentially just in case, I'd probably just put in a bit of fuel and go around for some slow laps. See where I end up.
Adam jumps to P9 on softs. Who else is coming out? Alright, he's got a little of a train going on right now. As Austria's really bad for traffic. Who is that coming out? That's Hassan, obviously the only Alpine surviving, and validated again. Bios coming the last corner now. Is he going to set a lap, or is this the cool off lap? P15 for Bios. Jericho's in the pit. Emery starts a lap P5, actually, finishes the lap. A Tapper. Is he validated, so he's going to the pits? Oh, this is I'm curious, is Ferret going to push on his lap though, or is he going to back out? Because if he pushes, obviously he'll start on the softs, not the mediums. And he is, because he's getting all his fuel out. Okay, so let's see, is anyone on a lap right now? Yellow flag, just Champana Mo HD. Chap was on an outlap on mediums, remember, he's invalidated his last 2 runs, unfortunately. As it looks like no one's on a lap now, unless Hassan's gone for back-to-back laps, which he has, but he's invalidated again. Alright, that's, is that Williams of... No, that's, Agri coming on to start his lap. Meanwhile, his teammate, 1, 2, 3, 4, he's backing out of his lap just because his fuel's down. But, anyone else on a lap? Murphy's just finished a lap, can't improve to P, stays in P8. Not many cars in laps right now, they're just trying to find their own feet and get new tyres on. Ferret's a 10th and a half.
He's improving by a 10th and a half.
I'm curious.
It'll be interesting to see if he finishes the lap though.
Yeah, he is taking the line, so he's going to it. Is he going to back out? No.
Invalid. Oh, he kept it in.
Yeah, he's not backed out. He's going to, he's protected to pull back. But he's improved by a 10th and a half.
Interesting.
That's a bold strategy by Ferret. Jericho starts his lap now. Hopefully he can keep it in the lines this time. Who was it? Hassan's jumped to P16, trying to get a lap in. I'm sticking a ball in Jericho and see what he can do. 55,000 up on his time right now. So let's see where he gains all the time. Heading down into sector 2 now. Alex Albon has bad memories of this corner. Keeping it in the line, sweeping left coming up now on the sector 2 line there. How much time is he gaining in this sector now? Keeps it invalid in the lines, 80,000. So it's the last sector, looks like he's been struggling with. He's coming to the line now, just one sector to go. What will his time be? If he can get this cleanly. Doesn't take the curb in heavily, keeps it valid, keeps the lap fully landed to it this time. Comes to the line, and what is it going to be? It's a 1 minute 3.9 for Jericho. Just ahead of his new teammate for today. But the strategies, I'm really confused about strategy at this point. Because you've got so many drivers on different tyres, and obviously the top 10 obviously get the choice of not a top 10, the outside top 10. Agri goes P3 on the mediums. Well, that was quicker than that was also quicker than Ferret's time also on the mediums. So only a 10th and a bit between the mediums and the softs currently. Huh. That's going to be interesting to say the least of the race for race pace.
So Jericho's actually gone for a double push lap, which is possible around this track, and he's actually up by 0.3 of a second. So this could put him on provisional pole.
I mean, he's had his fair share of bad luck, so he deserves some.
He's invalidated.
And he's not going to be happy about that.
Not at all, because he was actually up by 0.3, and that might be the end of the session, the end of his session, depending on how much fuel he's got. It's a big shame because that most definitely would have put him on provisional pole. He was up by 0.3, probably would have found a little bit more in the final sector, but it'll be interesting to see if he can get in and out again. And obviously, as you mentioned, which has actually been quite interesting, Aldrig is on the mediums and he's done a 3.8. So I'm wondering what the delta is. I've done some soft quali practice, but I've not actually put the mediums on. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the race.
Yeah, you have to get your mediums warmed up before the lap because obviously this track's quite heavy on them. But once you get the temperature in, and Ferret gets rid of a lot of fuel, it looks like, because he burns a lot of energy. It's really quicker on this track, as proven. But I'm curious about, as Agrid might be the only medium runner, because MoHD is going to be on very old mediums. So I'm sticking on board on BIOS, who's out on the first lap. Comes the last corner, second now, that is Patuka out the way. Takes the curve and keeps it invalid just.
Oh shit.
And he's invalid in the last corner. This track is biting everyone in Sector 3. Mick and Hassan on our outlap. Mick's coming to the line now. Is Mick going to improve from P14? No, he's gone way wide, but he's kept it in. And P12. Murphy to the line. Can't improve still. Still P10. Emery starts his lap. Look at, here comes the line now. P11.
Oh, and Coutinho was actually off the track there.
Oh god.
Ferret coming through the final corner, he's down 2 seconds. So he's gonna he's gonna start his final lap. Patuka's out of this session. Did he retire in the pits?
Yeah, he did. What did you drop there?
Aldridge also retired in the pit, so Aldridge is going to start no higher than P3, and Ferret actually invalidated turn 1, so I think he will get another lap depending on how quick he is on this next lap, but it seems like some of the drivers struggling at the end of qualifying. Murphy's also in the gravel. Yeah,
Latino's on the front wing, that's why. Murphy's just getting away with everyone because he's invalidated his lap. So, but the only car I can see has a chance now is the Tapper.
Or Tappers, and he's draining his fuel.
Yeah, so he's going for it. Obviously, he's got clean track ahead of him as well. So if he get a good run, he could actually get on the front row.
As Captain Emery goes P4.
Yeah, he's doing a really solid job for his first race today. Now, a Tapper starts the lap now. Ferret's gone for a lap, but he's invalidated again.
So Tapper doesn't invalidate.
Ooh, well, this is going to be interesting. Can a Tapper steal anything for today?
He's up by just under 1/10.5, so you most definitely could actually be on the front row.
This is going to be entertaining, but Tidio's got on the front row for now, as Liam pointed out.
Ross is on the lap. Jericho Balgos is behind. He's also starting a lap, and he's down by about 1/10, but most of the time you do gain around this track is in the middle sector, so you can afford to be down a little bit, and Hassan's going to get in the way.
Yeah, that's going to kill a lot of time. Yeah, he's down by 24,000.
Why does he do that? I don't get why he does that.
Well, I know. Yeah, he's probably got his concentration. Probably
why does he do that? That's so frustrating as Champ takes pole. Wow. So Champ's stolen pole position out of nowhere. Well, can Jericho respond to that? Jericho's actually up by just over 1/10. So 2 corners to go. It's looking like it can only be Jericho that can deny Champ of somewhat unexpected pole position. That lap was quite out of nowhere. Can he do it? Is he going to keep it in bounds this time? Yes, he does. He's going to open DRS. Is he going to be pole position? No, it's not. That's P4.
It's only the second row, but Champ coming out of nowhere to steal the pole.
I didn't expect that at all.
But I wonder what that lap would have been for a Tapper. because his concentration went when that happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I don't generally tend to like kind of talk about people in stream, but I don't know why he does that so much. Like, in qualifying, he always seems to just be in people's way. I think it's a conversation that definitely needs to be had. Where's my phone?
Alright, so Champ takes pole respectively with Ferret in the front row. Watilio gets P3 alongside Jericho. But Agri's on mediums in P5, so what can he do? But Emery P6, Atape P7, after we don't know what that would have been. And then Batuka, MoHD, Massier, Malberg, Murphy, Leclerc, Libanau, Mick, Hassan, Eat My Dust, Bios, and Yolmir. Alright, so we've got a dry race going on today also. So now I'm curious what the top, like the outside of the top 10 are going to pick tyres. The fact you're throwing shots. Oh god, I'm not going to disclose what's going on right now. Okay, so everyone pick their fuel strategy and tyre strategy, obviously. This is obviously probably the preferred one. I feel like today might be your 1 stop. But you never know, you might have people going aggressive 2 stop. Alright, so obviously we've got McLaren of a Champ on pole, so to the surprise of everyone, I think. Ferret P2 on the Ferrari. Hey, it's just like Russia. Except there's no Williams P3, Coutinho's P3. But the best person right now, obviously, is Magrin on the mediums he qualified on. Has only 2 eyes in the top 10 are on mediums, and everyone from P11 to P19 is on mediums. As look, he's just dealing with something at the moment. But obviously, that's
man. So it's so frustrating because obviously in qualifying, especially late runs, you really just want to have the best opportunity to do your best lap. But people are just getting in the way, then what's the point?
I get it. Obviously, it's definitely going to be reported. Since obviously
because I don't think it's been reported up until now, and it's happened on quite a few occasions.
Yeah, no, he has been reported before, but so obviously, Off-Tapper's definitely reported. He's got the stream too.
Okay, interesting to know. I'm not sure if you mentioned this already, but everybody outside the top 10 obviously on the medium. So this basically means that Aldrich is in an amazing position in P5 to take a victory, especially if you can keep up with the leaders for the first 8 laps or so.
Yeah, but you never know what the guys in the softs can do, obviously, because they might be getting. Agnes just spun! Agnes warming his tyres up and just completely lost it.
Yeah, fortunately, he won't lose anything from that, except you'll have pretty hot tyres.
Yeah, be thankful he had no damage because he hit the wall. But other than that, let's just see how this race goes. Obviously, we've got a Champ on pole position. And obviously, turn 1, let's hope not chaos today. Sorry, who do you think is going to be leading out of turn 1?
Probably Champ.
Fair enough. Just, I don't know how, obviously, you know how it gets very tightened.
Yeah, I think if you're on the outside, it's actually better because it bottlenecks, but hopefully nobody kind of turns in on anybody. That'd be great.
Yep, so we're just waiting for everyone's the last call of Yolmi to get the grid now. And we should get the lights any second. Alright, as we're ready to go here at F2 Austria today. 5 lights, and it's a wave. Champ gets a medial start. Herbert's on the start inside though.
Alongside.
And he's going to take it. Champ doesn't let. Oh, he's gone wide. And Agrid's currently being overtaken by no, he's not. It's Watino.
Oh, God.
Oh, Watino's absolutely blitzing here. Takes the inside line. But Champ's got the better exit. And Champ's going to shut the door on him. He's gone to the inside now. Watino into the next sector.
Oh, my God.
No contact. Ferret snuck up inside now, Champ. Now Watino leads the race. But it looks like... Oh, Champ's over him again. And Watino's going to lose not one but two positions. Oh, this starts hectic. But Agrid's still in P5, so he's got a golden opportunity here. And Ferret's going to the outside. Champ's defended it. So we've had three different leaders, but Champ's going to lead it to the line. Like, that was a mad first lap.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. And Ferret's actually going to looking up the inside again.
Thankfully, he backs out with a move. Oh, Jericho was wide again. Agrid's going to be all over this.
Ferret's going for it. He's using his DRS. He's going to have a look up the inside. But obviously, if they do go side by side, Champ will get the better exit out of the corner. But Ferret's very deep on the brakes. Champ looks to get the switch back. And the move is done.
Oh, there goes Matuka!
Would that be a safety car?
It should be. His car was smashed out on as Murphy's in the pits. And no.
No safety car, wow.
Well, this is what happens when you have reduced everyone.
Yeah, that was a pretty big crash as well.
Unlike F1 Brazil.
Oh yeah, which was very weird because when that was like what, 2 safety cars?
Yes. But leading is now Ferret now for the second lap. Watino has dropped off from these two. And now it's going to deal with like the massive train behind him. Because he won't have DRS either. Alright, this is going to be entertaining. Because Agrid's now going to have to hold off these guys. And keep DRS train to Jericho. As he's just nearly lost it in turn 1. I'm going to go back on board of Champ. But he is not going to attack Ferret yet. This is going to be... I can tell this race is going to be entertaining just by that first lap. As I've not seen any moves there in the midfield. Oh man. That was a bit of quite a hectic lap. Why does this remind me of Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris in Battle in Russia?
I do understand that. I think looking at the outlook of the race here at the moment on lap 3, I think the most important things to note is that Aldridge is actually still only 3 tenths behind Jericho Balgos on the medium tyres. He's well and truly within the DRS, and he's got 80% of ERS as well, which is actually more than all of those ahead of him. So he's looking like, Emery made contact. Emery's round, so they were going side by side through turn 1. It didn't end well, unfortunately.
Thankfully, he ghosted because he would have been T-boned. Let's go back as Jericho's and Agrid are taking Watino. A double overtake, so Watino's moving even more positions, and he doesn't have DRS still. But now he does. Wow, so Agrid's in even a better position now.
I think what will be interesting will be to see if Jericho is quick enough to catch up to Champ and Ferret, because obviously if they... Oh, there's yellow flags as a McLaren. It's Murphy.
He spun out on the last corner. As Livinal and Barrios are side by side. And Livinal's going to get the position.
But yeah, sorry. If Jericho can catch up to Champ and get into the DRS, that will literally just be pulling Aldridge along to what is probably looking like a race win at the moment.
Well, Agrid's DRS is double the amount of Jericho, basically. Yellow flags, that is Hassan.
It's Williams.
No, it's a Haas. It's Alpine over Haas.
Or Alpine, sorry. You know the colours are really stupid.
Oh, no. As Masic's the first penalty. But I'm watching further back as a tap from Watino side by side. And a tap is going to break late, get the position. Is Watino going to look for a switch back of DRS?
Watino's losing so many places at the moment. So it was a really good qualifying for him, but he's down into P6 now.
So Agrid's now getting stuck behind Jericho because of the amount of ERS he's got. Because Jericho's using a lot of it now.
Yeah, Jericho wants to get that DRS from Champ. So in this middle sector, you'll see that the gap's probably going to close quite considerably. Because I think he probably is a little bit faster than the guys up ahead. But without the DRS, you essentially have no chance around him. And
Champ's saving ERS, not Hassan. Ferret's trying to get away with because he's got half the amount.
Yeah, Champ's doing it very... Oh, as Jericho goes well off the track there. penalties are going to be very, very important. Because as you know, just from looking at qualifying track limits, it's very, very easy to overshoot the track. So that will be important at the end of the race.
That was a bit of weaving from Ferret, I saw.
And the gap between Champ and Jericho Balgos at 1.4 seconds. So Jericho is really going to have to eat up that ERS to just basically balance out the loss that he gets as Aldridge is actually going past.
Wow, he's not waiting around.
And I don't think he should either. I think he's got very good pace on those medium tyres and he's got a lot of ERS. So if he can actually get into that, you can see Champ's really all over the back of Ferret at the moment. And Champ also doing a good job of keeping his ERS. So as long as Champ can stay like this and not allow Aldridge into his DRS, he can still be in a good position. But you can see Aldridge, the gap is coming down 1.1 seconds now.
Yeah, it just proves obviously the mediums are going to start slowly coming into their own element now.
I thought it would be a little bit early, but maybe I've just not done my practice enough. I know Josh is listening. So maybe we're missing something. Yeah, as Aldridge gets a little bit out of shape, maybe we're missing something here because the mediums are very, very fast, it seems. Because Mo also is actually up into P7 and he's not too far behind the leaders either.
As I remember, he's on 4 lap older mediums as well for the start. Since he did 4 laps.
I don't actually think. Oh yeah, he started in the top 10, didn't he? Yes.
Yeah. So obviously he did 4 laps on these mediums, remember, as well. Oh, I know, it's Champ's got top by side. And he's going to take it as Ferret can get the switch back.
Yeah, we're going to go wheel to wheel.
Oh, this is going well. Sector 2. And they're going to keep it going.
Hold it around the outside. Are they going to leave each other just about? Oh, Ferret has to back out. He has to back out a bit at the last minute. Otherwise, that would have ended up either in the barrier or in the gravel, one of the two. But Ferret looks like he's running quite low downforce. He's able to just really drive up to the back.
Oh, yeah, fine. That's Libernal.
Yeah, Libernal's gone round. It's not been a great season for Libernal's. Champ gets a penalty.
Oh, well, that's going to shape the race up.
Yeah, so, and also these two fighting has almost brought Aldridge into play. He's actually only 1.1 seconds behind now, but it looks like Ferret's going to go for the move up to turn 2 or turn 3. Yeah,
well, the Champ's got more ERS. I'm seeing Ferret's not using any, as here comes Ferret. And then Ferret's going to take the inside. Champ's going for a switchback, it looks like.
Yep, and Champ will get the DRS.
But Agrit's only 2 attempts off the DRS now. Is anyone else fighting behind them or not? No. So this is just letting Agrid catch up slightly. But one of these two is going to get away from one of them. Because that's what I feel like. Because Champ, I feel like, has got the better setup in general. But Ferret's got obviously more downforce. Like you said, oh, Ferret's gone! Ferret had a huge move out of that corner.
Yeah, fortunately he kept it out the barrier because that could have been a lot worse. But Aldridge now only with Champ up ahead. It's going to be interesting to see what the pace difference is. Jericho Balgos now very, very close to the back of Ferret, followed by a tapper and Moutinho, who's managing to just about keep ahead of Mo. Mo's going to send up the inside. Yes, he does, but he doesn't. It does. There's a poor move. They've made contact. Moutinho's had to take to the escape mode, and Malberg gets through.
And Massick spun out on that corner as well, so that's not a good corner for the Alfa Romeos.
And Aldridge and Ferret are going side by side as Ferret is really trying to push back up into P2. This is probably not going to do their chances of catching the race leader any good. He has got the DRS wide open and he's going to get past. And the Mercedes just behind is also going to smell an opportunity. It looks like Aldridge needs to
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's alright, go on.
Have you looked at the Tapper's DRS?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Tappers could be in a prime position to push. Sorry, I literally just noticed it there quickly.
Well, whilst you say that, these guys are actually catching Champ. So I think Champ's now got a 3-second time penalty. So,
as Moutinho is pitted, so he must have front wing damage. Oh, but that's going to be important. But Agrit's now
Champ lost 3 temps there in turn, or 2 temps in turn 1.
I think he's saving the ERS now. Well, Ferret's got none.
He actually had a little lock up. Yeah, Ferret does generally tend to use up his ERS.
Oh, he's back at DRS.
Aldridge looks like he's struggling a little bit with traction. And obviously, as you noted before, Tapper, well, he had 40 RS. He's used a little bit now, down to about 80%. Actually, I think he might still have 40 RS, but it was just being used because they were going down the straight, as Bios and Mick are going side by side, and I believe Bios has got through.
Yeah, Mick Bios has got through there. But Tapper could be a factor in this game now, because his ERS is amazing. He's on 100.
So anybody really inside the top 6 could win this race. Austria does generally tend to be quite close, obviously because of the nature of the circuit, very, very short lap times, and staying in DRS obviously key. But you can see that the top 2 now, Ferret is well and truly within Champs DRS. So the battle for the lead is about to explode. I have no idea when the soft tire runners are thinking to pit. Ferret's going to look to make the move early. Aldridge will also have DRS, so he might smell an opportunity at the McLaren going down to turn 4, because I think that little kink is Champ gets out of shape and bounces out of the race. What's happened there?
I don't know.
That'll be a safety car.
Oh, and Algren's just got past Champ before that.
Wait, how was that? But can you see where Bios is? Where he's out on the track? He's literally in the middle of.
I think he might have brake locked up and hit the wall on the left. Yeah, he did.
Really? He must have got destroyed, surely.
Yes. Look at Watino's POV.
Watino just hit. I don't know. Is it even possible to lock the brakes like that? And
I don't know. But let's see if any.
Because he was going side by side. But yeah, the top 5, everybody should surely be in the pits.
Yeah, apart from one guy. Oh no, he's actually
going to pit. He's going to have to go for the hards. Unfortunately, the safety car didn't come at the right time for him.
Well, Mo HD's crossed the white line.
So that is the risk with starting on the mediums, because then if there is a safety car, you will have to either switch to the hards or try something very, very difficult with the soft tyres. And what is Aldridge going to do?
Meanwhile, Yomi now leads the race.
Yep, Aldridge has gone for the hards. Yomi takes the lead, he stays out. So does LeCalan, Eat My Dust. I think definitely the best option was to come into the pits. But if you started on the mediums, I think you still needed to pit for the hards. Obviously, if you're on the softs, then the best options are mediums. Not really any in between, unfortunately. So it's either that or you stay out. So the guy staying out will be hoping for another safety car within the next few laps or so, to kind of give them an opportunity to get on. Actually, to be honest, their race is more or less finished, unless there's a later safety car, maybe. But I think in these circumstances, you have to pit. You can't. Staying out doesn't actually give you anything.
Yeah, but I think Leclerc didn't pit because his teammate pitted ahead of him. Same with Eat My Dust.
Yes, and did Yomi? I think Yomi. Is it the same for Yomi?
No, Yomi was ahead.
Interesting.
So yeah, this could be strategy. But let's see what happens. We're just waiting for Murphy to catch up.
Well, they'll be playing for the softs at the end. Aldridge is probably not going to be very fast on those hards. I'm thinking about whether or not he'd even consider boxing again for the mediums, because there are certain tracks where the hard tires, for me at least, I just want to avoid them at all costs.
Oh my! Well, I just found out Man City lost.
What?
They lost 3-2. They lost in the 95th minute.
Oh my God, they lost.
Yep. Okay, that's
Harry
what the
Kane scored twice.
In the 95th minute.
Oh my God. Wow, they actually beat them. Oh, no way. Mahrez scored those 2 goals in injury time.
Lol. But let's go back to the race before we get you.
Oh my God.
But Ferret's got the golden opportunity now, obviously, because he's got
4
the top
big chances.
The 3 guys.
Sorry.
It's fine. Ferret's got the guys ahead of him using all the rubber, and he's got Agra in the middle between him and Champ now. So Ferret could get away and get ahead of these cars and could go on for a win here today. As Murphy's pitted again. As he's pitted for all mediums. As
well, suddenly the title race is back on.
I knew you were going to say that. If anyone's wondering, he supports Arsenal, so I don't think he's very happy.
Yeah, I'm not involved in the title talk, but at least for the Premier League now, it's looking great. Whilst we have this safety car, I might as well talk about it.
Yeah. But obviously I support Liverpool, so...
Oh, you'll be happy then, because if you win your game in hand, then suddenly it's a 3-point gap to City, and I'm pretty sure a few weeks ago was maybe 7 or 10. So
9.
boy, yeah, good stuff. Now it's going to be 3 at some point. That looks great. Is the safety car going to be in this lap?
No,
Maybe
man.
we might get a late call. The McLaren's coming around to join the
No.
back of the queue now. Is it not going to happen?
No, it's too late. Look where he is.
Yeah,
So-
now it's gone past.
So 1 more lap now. This is just helping the guys who obviously want to stretch mediums to the end now. But that's not helping
Yeah, because
Agri.
mediums should go to the end. What do you think?
This should, but obviously this is hurting Agri if anything. Hello. Oh, alright, so the 5-second penalty's been applied.
I've not done a full stint on the medium, so I don't really know. But
Well,
just based on how long the softs last, I'm pretty sure you should be okay.
Yeah, but I feel like you're going to practice now from this.
Oh, you see, I don't have to.
No, I'm saying
You
I think you're going to now is what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, but my girlfriend will be angry at me, so I'll have to do it tomorrow.
Oh, is that who's lost positions?
A tapper.
Oh,
It's
no!
going slowly. What's happened? There might be a wheel, something to do with the steering wheel.
No, I think he might have span out and he's gone past Emery.
Can he regain his positions? I think he might have stayed on the track. So
Yeah, but
surely.
no, he has to stay P30. And oh, okay. Safety car's in this lap, so let's jump back to the front, guys. What is Yolme going to do on his all mediums? As Watinio's just been overtaken by Mick. This is gonna be reportable.
Oh, Coutinho's off the track.
Oh, now he's another 5-second penalty. Alright, Yolme, what's he going to do for the restart? As Lexus has reported his incident. But Yolme, what's he going to do? Is he going to go late? Is he going to go early? He's not gone yet, still waiting. And he's waiting.
He's gone.
And he's caught him off guard. Ferret's all over Eat My Dust already. And he's going to go for the turn 1.
Oh, he backs out.
Thankfully. But now Agrig needs to stay in the field.
Oh, look how it's wrong.
Yeah, that is spun outside, it's just medium's dead. Nothing else is going on, it looks like. Oh, Ferret's going for the move.
The inside.
Yeah, Ferret knows he needs to get past it. Oh,
contact!
He didn't leave the space. And now he's going to lose not 1, but 2, but he's going to lose 3 positions here. There's Champs on the side, he's going late in the brakes. But Champ has the inside line and keeps the position. Now Jericho is now getting caught behind them, so he's going to the inside. And takes it, what a move. But now, obviously, Ferret's just trying to get away, because Agrid's now on hards, and it's going to hold these guys up.
And interestingly, Malberg actually chose to go for the softs rather than the hards, so he's going to be pretty quick in the middle stint. So he's looking at a 2-stop. So we'll see how much progress he can make in these next few laps.
Yeah, obviously Ferret's might go up for the lead here. No, he backs out of it. So Ferret's unleashed on these new. He's got a better run and he's going for it. And he's side by side and he's going to take the lead. Emery now gets the penalty. Now Ferret knows he needs to get away before Agrid and Champ get past. Alright, so the oh, hello Siri. Is he going to go for a late break in Agrid? Yes he is! He slipped to the inside! He's going to have a better run! Oh, it's side by side. And they've got Yomi ahead of him who's a slow car.
Oh, they're going to crash.
Oh! That's
wonderful.
That's a beautiful move, and these two kept going.
Yeah, that was really good driving there from the Williams and the McLaren driver. But at the moment, Ferret's actually checking out. Into the flags.
It's Matinho.
He's in the gravel.
Hey, usual. Oh, he hates me. But he's went from leading the race for half a lap to now to P17.
Yeah, this is Ferret's chance to really clear off.
What's happened to him as well? He's still down. And Jericho.
But we've got a 4-car or 4 or 5-car convoy here. You can see behind Yome, the championship leader, as the Mercedes pulls out the inside to have a little look, and the McLaren takes the position. But is he going to get a double dose of DRS? No, he's not. But Aldridge is looking at the back of Yome now. I don't think he'll get the position done. Malberg currently up into P5 now on those soft tyres. So his next target is going to be Aldridge, who's currently on the hards. The gap between Ferret and Champ is now at 1.9 seconds. So Ferret is going to have to use this to his advantage now and effectively check out. And potentially this could be the deciding laps of the race. If he can get far enough down the track, surely his lead will be unassailable in the next, or coming towards the end of this race.
Man, you gotta remember that Champ also has a penalty that plays around with his time too.
Oh yeah.
So Champ's gonna hold that Yomi holds these guys up as long as possible. As Jericho is still trying to fight Malberg for P5. And Jericho's Yomi's
gone. He's had to take to the skate, but he went defensive very late there. But Aldridge having a little look up the inside. You've still got Malberg and Jericho in the background. He's going to have a look up the inside of the Haas. Malberg's very late on the brakes, and they will make contact. Mo's probably got. I think Mo's got damage there.
Yeah, but I think Jericho's got some little bit of damage. Oh, that's ruined Mo's race.
That's unfortunate for Mo.
But Champ can't get anywhere near Ferret. The gap's still 2 seconds. So Ferret's, as you said, Loki, checking out.
Yeah, now really all he has to do is control that gap and just essentially keep Champ out of the DRS. You can see how many penalties there are for the guys between P6 and P13. So this grid will probably change up quite a lot. And I believe there's something else happening.
Yeah, Mo was trying to back off from Emery and right into the rear rim nearly. Because obviously Mo's slowing down with his front wing damage.
And it looks like Jericho's in the pits. Yeah, Jericho had damage as well. So he's had to box off of the mediums. Probably going to put on another set of probably soft tyres.
No, he might go mediums. Oh, I thought he'd go mediums. But
Malberg will to with Yomir.
Yep. Malberg's not using any DRS. Goes for the inside and takes it. He's going to have DRS still. And now it's Agret who's on the harder compound tyres.
And Agret he's got really, really good pace because he's actually not too far behind the guys ahead of him on the hards. But his race will be in the last 4 or 5 laps really on those hard tyres. He's not going to be able to make up too much ground at the moment.
Yeah, as Mick's got past Emery. Alright, so this race is entertaining to say the least. We've got 21 viewers right now. Oh, Champ's just nearly lost!
What? Oh my god.
Champ nearly lost it. He absolutely had an unbelievable save in the last corner.
Yeah, he was very close to the barrier there. Well, not way too close for comfort.
Watch it back on the
hot medium tyres.
Watch it on the stream. Like literally, he nearly.
Yeah, he looks really close there.
He saved it last second. Ooh, as Agret's gone deep there. So he's Agret for the switchback, and it's going to work for him on the hard.
And he gets the DRS.
Yeah, his pace around here is really good. And he's only 1.4 behind Champ, who's losing. He's lost a second because of that spin.
Otappa's really making plays. He's up into P11 now.
So nearly into the points for his first point of the season.
And he's actually going to catch his teammate. He's about 3 seconds behind Murphy, who's only 4 attempts behind Libba now. So he may be on the back of the McLaren and the Aston Martin very, very soon as Malberg gets a time penalty.
So we are now down to 6 drivers with no penalty. And we're only in lap 21. Well, as you said, the penalties are going to come plenty.
So what do you think? Is there going to be another safety car in this race?
It is Austria, you never know. But Malberg's going for P3 here. He's gone to the outside again. Oh, I could nearly went in the rear of him. Wow. And he's spinning his tyres a bit there. As Jericho does get the fastest lap. Oh man. This is going to be entertaining. And Ferret has pulled under 7 tenths from Champ. Champ's struggling on the mediums.
Yeah, he is. I think that little spin would not have helped his confidence whatsoever. And it looks like he's been struggling with quite a bit of understeer, actually, through the entirety of this race. I could kind of tell that, especially going through turn one. He looked like he was going a little bit deep, or not deep on the brakes. I actually just think he was getting understeer. Maybe it's just a setup thing.
Yeah,
but the gap's currently 3.8 seconds.
Oh,
There's yellow flags.
that's a Mick. Span out. No, but I feel like Champ Settle might have been better for the softs and not the mediums. Because he was really lightning on the softs. But the mediums are like starting to impact his car a bit. And obviously the two guys behind him are fighting so much and losing just a little bit of time to him.
Yeah, I think that fight is probably going to be put to the side for now. I think what Aldridge is going to prioritize is staying in Melberg's DRS, because Malberg is very quick on those softs. You can see he just took 2 attempts out of the lap time, as Yolme and Emery are going wheel to wheel.
Yeah, Yolme is on 20 lap old medium, so all done before he pits. But Ferret is now 4 seconds clear of Champ now.
And the McLaren, Murphy and Libanon.
Oh, as it Murphy gets the move, it looks like.
Yeah, Murphy made a nice move up the inside, but Otapa now only 1.7 seconds behind his teammate, and he's very, very quick at the moment. You can see he's got a lot of DRS, so he's going to be coming up to the back of his teammate probably in the next lap or so. As
Yomi is going to pit, it looks like he's backed out significantly. Yep, he is pitting. So lap 22 is when he pits. Now obviously stops at the end. Let's see what his pace can do. But the top three still isn't sealed up. Because obviously Agrid's one of the only ones who doesn't have penalties along with Ferret. Melberg's tyres are going to die.
I can't believe Tottenham beat City.
All the things you're talking about. You're talking about that.
City just had one job, man.
As if you can't tell, he's an Arsenal fan.
They're not even good though. How are you getting them beat? Sorry, my apologies. Eyes back on the race. Libanal Murphy, the battle still continues. Tapper only a second and a half behind his teammate, or 1.1 seconds now. And the battle out in front, the gap is still 4 seconds. Malberg actually now starting to drop off a little bit, so his tyres are not going to be feeling too great after 10 laps. Aldridge is going to sniff an opportunity whilst Malberg is now derating. So depending on how much pace Ferret starts to lose, which probably won't be too much, Aldridge could still well be in for a shot at a race victory. It's probably a bit of a long shot at the moment, but if you can get past Aldridge, if you can get past Malberg and really get onto the back of Champ, anything can happen.
Speaking of Agra, he is getting much closer to DRS, but he's not using any ERS.
Oh, Champ's had an issue there.
Oh my, yeah, Champ's struggling on these mediums. He's now 5.6 the gap, and now
so he lost the rear on the traction. And
the cars now behind them have DRS on them, so that's going to play a factor now. Ferret's probably smiling to himself just how far he's ahead now.
But they'll check the comments. I've not actually been looking. But probably here we go. Yes, I'd be angry with you. That's hilarious. Oh God.
I can hear my own voice and it doesn't sound right.
Huh?
Oh, hello, Ferret's now got a penalty.
Oh, sugar.
Wait a minute, if Agri gets a certain gap down, oh, Champ's struggled again! He's lost it on turn 1 again. Yeah, Champ's tyres are not feeling good already.
Yeah, I don't think his rears are in the window that he needs them to be in. Let's watch him under traction coming out of turn 3. Is he going to get... he gets a lot of better traction there, but he has been struggling with the rear, it seems, in this second phase of this race. And it might present an opportunity to Malberg and Aldridge probably a bit sooner than they had anticipated. Libanal and Atapa have now switched places, so Atapa now up into P8 and only half a second behind Murphy, so there's going to be another battle between the Aston and the McLaren.
Well, I've noticed one thing. If Agri can get the gap down to 3 seconds to the car ahead of him...
Yellow flags.
That's Eat My Dust. Coming out of the pit. But so if Ferret can't get the gap up, obviously loses time to the hard, Agri could actually win this. Because obviously it was a penalty.
Because I'm not streaming, I can check what the penalties are. Great.
Yeah. Now you know what my world's like.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Interesting. Arsenal only beat Brentford.
Yeah, I was watching that live actually.
Yep, as Malberg's gone for a sand.
Ooh.
But he's kept it keen. He didn't have a
There's
contact
yellow
with...
flags. Is that Hassan?
Yes,
Hassan's one.
Hassan. As Malberg's going to get on the outside. Champ's not going to defend it. Oh, he's gone for it.
Inside.
This is just... Agrit now was watching this.
Ooh. They made contact.
And Champ's going on the outside again. He's won his old favourite overtaking.
Oh, he's turned in quite aggressively. But he managed to keep it together. Wow.
But Agrit's now going to be much closer, and they've lost 7 attempts to Ferret now. Yeah, but Agrit's got nearly 80% ERS now. So
yeah, but he's got the best seat in the house to watch the battle going on up ahead of him. Otappa's actually got past Murphy, so Otappa's still gaining position. He's up into P7 now, so a very, very good comeback drive from Otappa. And you can see Adjus getting really close to the back of Malberg.
As Hassan's pitted, so he's now a lap down. But he's on new soft, so he's going for fastest lap.
And Champ and Malberg are going to switch places again. Champ backs out and looks for the switchback. Is he going to get better traction? Yes, yeah, he's going to get a DRS.
Champ. But he's... Oh, that was a bit aggressive. But Champ's going to the
outside. Very aggressive defending, but they are giving it to each other, and Champ gets the move done.
But this is when his tyres are going to start feeling worse. The Malberg's.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's going to got 8 laps to go. I don't think he's going to keep stretching these. But other than that, Ferret's now 7.6 ahead.
Yeah, this is Ferret's race to lose at the moment.
He's just been very, very consistent. But this is when the tyres are going to start feeling a little bit off.
I've got a feeling we're going to have a late safety car.
Well, let's not even go about that. Let's not talk about that race. As Emery now gets 3 seconds also. This is fun. We only have 5 drivers there.
And Adjus goes for the move.
Yeah, he knows he needs to push now because this is when the Malberg's tyres are going to be dropping off.
Yeah, Malberg doesn't get good traction at all out of the corner, so he's not going to be able to get back past. So if Adjus wants to win this race, what he needs to do is get past Champ right now and see how much yellow flags in the final sector. Red Bull.
It's Eat My Dust again. He's now going to be lapped by Ferret. As there goes the Scarlet Ferrari. But Champ now is going to have to deal with Agri, who's got double the ERS basically. That is going to be fun for Champ. But I didn't expect Ferret's pace to be so strong on this track. He's crashed on the last corner as well, Eat My Dust. That's not really a good race for him to say the least.
So Adjus is very close onto the back of Champ at the moment.
Yeah, he is pushing with ERS, but he's saving some too.
And he's actually going to make a move before the next detection point. So he won't get DRS on this second straight, but will Champ get a good enough exit to make a move? It doesn't look like he has.
Meanwhile, Massey X got past Emery for P5.
And Champ is actually going to come back towards Adjus. He's going to go up the inside. Adjus is going to look for the switch, but they make contact. And Champ gets back through.
But this is just helping Ferret now open another gap. He's gained by another 5 attempts.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a battle for the final podium positions because as it stands, Ferret is in cruise control out in front. Malberg is still actually... Imadas is out.
Is that going to bring anything?
A safety car.
Yes!
Yes, it is.
Malberg,
he jumped across the pit. That's definitely going to be a penalty.
Yes.
But is Champ... Ferret's ahead of the safety car. Are the other guys going to get ahead of the safety car? Yes, they are, fortunately.
So, Massey X going to have a gold opportunity. He's managed to pick correctly. Along with Murphy.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody's going to lose out. The top 3 are ahead of the safety car, so they will all box for a new set of soft tyres, and now this blows this race wide open. There's probably going to be about 4 laps remaining when the safety car comes in. Ferret's lead of 8.5 seconds is going to be absolutely zero. Champ is going to be second. Aldridge is going to get rid of those hard tyres and put on a new set of softs, followed by Captain Emery, who's currently P4, and then the rest of the grid are now on soft tyres.
Yeah, so that's just, as you said, low-key, a late safety car did happen.
Yeah.
But Ferret and all that, I'm going to definitely pit now.
Ferret's definitely. They won't stay out.
Ferret's got the gap massively, but now everyone has to follow his lead.
No, yeah, they will all pit. They won't stay out on the medium tyres. If you do that, then you don't want to win the race.
But remember, Champ was much quicker on softs. And
I think in regards to out and out pace, I think Ferret does have a slight advantage. Because in the race, at least in the first stint, Ferret was able to stay on the back of and then overtake Champ. But it will be interesting as everybody's going to effectively start from zero. But did somebody stay out? Captain Emery stays out.
Oh, wow. But you've got to remember something. I don't know, but Loki, you've got to remember something. Our grid hasn't been on softs yet. He started immediately. Actually. So his pace could be explosive on the softs.
I think my prediction is that Aldridge will win the race. I'm not sure about you guys in the comments or you guys watching. Sorry, what do you guys think? Interesting strategy from Captain Emery. I have absolutely no idea why he stayed on the mediums. He's going to be a sitting duck.
Well, Jericho didn't pit either, and he's an 11 lap old softs. So I feel like Jericho was thinking his teammate was going to pit.
Either way, I think you double stack. I don't even think it matters because 11 lap old softs compared to brand new fresh softs, you're finished. You haven't got a chance to do anything. You will be a sitting duck. But maybe he's hoping that there's a whole load of battling going on around him, and essentially he can capitalize off that.
Yeah, but you've got one car in the middle that is Hassan, who's a lapped car. Oh wow! So Liam's has commented, and it said that the people on the old mediums didn't pit and they won the race. But Liam, you've got to figure out these guys' pace is explosive, especially when they've only got one old medium runner in front of them. I don't think it was like 3 or 4, but there's only one.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's not going to happen here. It's not going to be somebody that's not on the softs that's going to win this race. Absolutely no chance. As blunt as it sounds, I think if you wanted to win this race, then the best option was to pit for the soft tyres, because there's no way there's going to be guys on brand new fresh soft tyres and they won't be able to pass somebody that's going to be on 20 plus lap old mediums. I don't think it's possible. But I am here to be proven wrong, and my opinion is my opinion. So only 4 laps to go, and we will most definitely find out whether or not I am right or wrong. Yeah, it will be Captain Emery in the Mercedes to prove me wrong. Ferret, Champ, and Aldridge have effectively run as the top 3 for the majority of this race. Malberg was the man out on the old soft, so his strategy has essentially been saved, but he did have to massively jump the pit lane to do it, so he will most definitely be getting a penalty for that. Masiek and Jericho Balgos also at least being played back into things here, with Otapa now down in P8 after what was a great recovery drive from him up until the point of the safety car. I don't know if we're going to be going this lap because there's still one car quite detached from the field.
Hey, with Tino as usual. But hopefully we should, because obviously we'll have 3 more laps of racing. If not, we'll only have 2, and there'll be no DRS.
If Coutinho can get to the back of the pack, maybe just before. No, I don't think it's going to happen. Next lap.
Oh, so that means we're going to have no DRS. Because the race will restart on lap 34. Oh, okay, but this is going to be entertaining to see what happens, actually. So, one more lap. Who's just pitted? Hassan. So Hassan now is going to be behind everyone, a lap down. Right. Alright, so let's just say we've got one more lap. All these drivers are eager to get going, especially the soft runners. Alright, but obviously to mention, only 2 guys don't have penalties. Which could play a massive factor in who finishes where now. Since we've only got Agrid in P4 and Murphy in P10. So you never know how much positions they're going to jump up by.
Yep, especially now that there is not going to be DRS. The pack is going to be very, very close, but I do anticipate quite a few incidents in these final few laps.
Don't jinx it. But Emery's going to lead the field on the old mediums, so what's he going to do to everyone behind him on new softs? He's 20 lap old mediums, when he's got everyone behind him on fresh softs, which are going to be eager to get past him. We're going to have, as Wilkie said, no DRS because we'll start on lap 34, so only 2 laps of racing. But now, let's see, what is Emery going to do? Is he going to wait it out or just blitz it? He's finished warming his tyres up. He hasn't gone yet. And he has.
He's gone.
And he's caught Ferrer up quite a bit.
No, he hasn't. He's in trouble.
Oh, yeah, he's warming his tyres up.
I don't know what he wasn't warming his tyres up. He's in big, big trouble.
Ah, but that's going to be interesting. Ferret's going to be all over me here.
Yeah, he's lost the position.
Yep, and Ferret goes back to the lead. But remember, the penalties are still in play for later in the race.
Captain Emery still trying to hold it around the outside though. Champ's having a little look up the inside. He gets the position done. Captain Emery, he's in massive trouble. He's going to be defenseless. There's no way he's going to stay up there. Unfortunately for him, staying out on the track was the wrong idea. He's going to get dived by Aldridge. He's going to lose that position as long as everything is clean and he actually looks like he dives out of the way. He wasn't weaving under the safety car, so his tyres just look absolutely shot effectively. Malberg's going to get him around the outside. With those softs, he will most definitely get a better traction. It's very easy move done there. So now it's the battle between the top 4. It's going to decide the podium positions. Can Massier get past Emery quick enough to join that party? Again, there will be no DRS, so it's going to be all about who is the fastest man on the track.
As Livid out and Mick get penalties simultaneously. And I think Ferret just set fastest lap. Yes, he did. So he could be on for 26 points today.
Ooh, I think Aldridge is just about avoided a penalty there, because Aldridge, remember, he actually has no penalty, so all he has to do is keep it within the track limit, and he's most likely going to take victory today in Austria.
Yeah, but you never know what can happen with people reporting stuff.
As Murphy and Yomir swapping places.
Remember, Murphy's the only people that have penalties, so he will jump up the order. But how many positions will he gain? And he's going to get pushed wide onto the curb and just. But Ferret again.
Massier can Emery and Otapa.
Oh god, this is not going to end well. But Ferret's just trying to get a gap built. Because obviously we've got one more lap to go. The gap's 2.1 between him and Agris.
Interesting. So watch that gap. Captain Emery still actually managing to hold out for P5.
As Ferret's got no ERS for this last lap.
Nor does Captain Emery.
But Agrid has 29. Oh, this is going to go down to the wire.
So to be honest, what position was Captain Emery running in before the safety? Wait, DRS?
Wait, yeah, DRS for this last lap.
Where? Oh, and they're going to go 3 wide, and the Otapa gets passed around the outside.
Otapa's on the great recovery drive. All with a P5.
Yeah, I don't know why we were thinking we're not getting DRS. If they resume lap 34, then lap 34, 35, and then 36, they would have got DRS on the last lap. But nonetheless, Captain Emery is going to get dived on by his teammate Jericho Balgos. He's going to go down into P8. The gap between the top 2 6/10. So as long as Aldridge doesn't get a penalty, then it's looking like it's going to be a race victory for him. As the Mercedes and the McLaren make contact, and Mo HD is going to go up the inside of Murphy.
My God!
Quite a few cars. They're going 3 wide through the middle sector.
And
the McLaren gets pushed over this contact, and they're going to be out. The McLaren's out. Ferret crosses the line and wins, but he doesn't win because Aldridge will take the victory.
Oh, by a second.
Oh, but wait for the penalties to come through because I have no idea how exactly it's going to finish as they feel through. Otapa has a great recovery and finishes in P5. Contact on the last lap between the Mercedes and the McLaren leaves Captain Emery down in P14 and Murphy P15. And
wow. Well, that was an entertaining race. As you said, absolute chaos. So, well, Murphy got killed. Agrid's won the race. Well, what do you rate that race?
Murphy, no man. Yeah, that was a good race. Well, I will say the top three essentially didn't really change for most of the race. At the end, they switched order a little bit. Unfortunately for Coutinho, who actually started in third, he's finished down in P12, so not good race for him whatsoever. Jerko Balgos, unfortunately getting caught out under braking going up to turn 3. He lost a part of his wing and had to pit. Good recovery from him. Atapa also making up places. I'm not actually sure what happened to Atapa. At some point he lost quite a few positions, but he managed to make them back up and finish P5. Malberg will be very, very happy with P11. Yomir starting P19 and finishing in the points. I don't think he'll retain his championship lead, but I'm sure he'll be happy with the result nonetheless. Some last lap carnage there between quite a few cars. Has left Murphy out of the points, as well as Captain Emery, who tried to hang it out on the medium tyres.
As you've proven, obviously, the last lap just absolutely... Like, I can't believe they went 3 wide in sector 2. Like,
yeah,
that was...
that was never going to
mad.
work. That was never going to... There was never going to be a good ending.
Well, do you want to do the interviews, Loki, or does your voice still hurt him?
Yeah, even me talking, to be fair, it's probably actually better that you stream today, because I've at least managed to save myself a little bit. Let me see if I can invite them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, obviously, I don't mind if you don't want to, obviously, if your voice hurts that much.
Yeah, I'll probably let you do it. What's the race next week?
I think it's France.
It is France, I think, actually. Wait, what?
What's up with you? So, average... I know Ferret won't join because he doesn't have a mic.
That's hilarious.
Oh well, that's definitely changed the low-key strategy point. Oh, would you? I've just seen Matino's comment.
I'm not sure what happened to him. Apparently, he got taken out.
Oh, but did you see the Lexus clip?
No.
He put an incident.
Okay, yeah, I knew he didn't. He couldn't have just hit the brakes. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, well, in my view, why did he turn?
Ooh. Yeah, so he got hit and then he basically overcorrected. I don't think he necessarily needed to overcorrect.
No, he didn't get hit. He just turned in.
Wait, who?
Lex.
Bios.
Yes.
No, he got hit. He got hit by the AlphaTauri.
Fair enough.
So Mick, if you see Mick swept in, they made a bit of contact and then he overcorrected for some reason. You hit AlphaTauri, not me.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
You seem happy.
Probably should have practiced or something. It might have helped.
Well, the fact you got pole.
When I saw what those pole times were, I was like, oh my god.
So I wasn't even looking at it. We were too busy paying attention to the tapper.
No, I was looking. I saw that someone did a 0.7 on softs. So I was like, no way, that's the best time. I might just put some softs on.
Yeah, I was also a bit confused.
Well,
because, somebody had mediums. Who was it?
Ferret.
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 He did a 0.8 on mediums, and I was thinking, well, I'm assuming the other guys are gonna go quick on softs at some point. But then after with 9 minutes to go, I think it was still P1 or P2. I was thinking, okay, I guess it's a bit wide open.
Well, I did a 0.6 on the mediums, but it was invalidated because I went wide at the final corner on my outlap.
Yeah, these medium. What's the delta for the mediums to the softs in quali?
0.4.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say Agrid obviously got the highest medium runner because he beat Ferret's time.
Yeah. That whole race, I was just so bad.
Well, you only got 1 penalty.
Yeah, I got it so early. I got 5 warnings. I was only 1 warning off another one.
Oh god.
I got my 2 warnings on lap 5 and lap 6 and did like 30.
Yeah, Loki said in stream that you somehow did not get into the penalty.
Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
second to last lap.
I was so cautious, like, wow.
Yeah, I mean...
I didn't put any power down there.
Yeah, I know you lifted. I heard you lift because you would have been. Yeah, if you didn't, then they probably would have given you the 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But also, only 2 of you finished with no penalties, but one of the guys got killed. That was Chab's teammate.
Yeah, Murphy. I saw on the minimap.
He just saw his blip disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically,
Well,
Chab, it was 3 wide, you know, back there.
I know.
Like,
I can see on the I have the full minimap of the whole track.
oh, I don't know what you're saying is.
It was so funny.
But we can start the interviews now, I guess. So we've got Champ obviously's first podium this season in P3.
Yikes.
As Keaton just says, Champ is gay. All right.
JJ Dog's a cunt.
No, that's what Brett just said on the stream.
I need to watch those highlights.
Oh, God's sake. God's sake, Kieran.
Oh, yep, here it is. Okay, that's my cue. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
See you.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Loki.
Thanks.
Yeah, so how do you two feel about the race in general?
Was slow. Kept nearly spinning.
Oh yeah, I noticed you were struggling on the mediums a lot compared to the softs.
It wasn't even that, it was just the fact that every time I went into that last corner I kept hitting the yellow sausage curb and it just kills you.
Yeah, I mean,
so bad.
I mean, let's just say obviously there's going to be quite a few incidents I can tell.
Have you seen F3?
Yeah! It's the fact that...
Jack himself has put 5, 6
I know,
in.
I saw that. I was like, oh. But other than that, Champ, so how do you feel about obviously getting a P3 today? If he's...
Well, it's a bit of a downgrade from pole, but you know.
Yeah, but obviously Ferret's
right.
setup was much better for race, it looked like. He just blitzed away.
He had a little bit more straight line speed, but he had no ERS the whole race. The safety cars saved him, because if he hadn't have had those safety cars, he'd have been going around the whole race with no ERS. Just derating the whole time.
Yeah, Ferret used a lot of ERS compared to you, who was saving quite a lot, saving behind him.
Yeah, I don't like to use loads, because I like to use a little bit each lap, so it saves it again, but when people around you are using loads and loads and loads, like in Brazil as well, you just kind of have to drain your own, and it's really annoying because they'll keep coming for you with the DRS and everything, and you end up with no ERS, and it's really annoying because it just slows you down.
Yeah, but obviously this is what, as you've proven, this track is really strong with DRS and ERS.
Yeah.
But obviously you've obviously proved yourself, obviously just holding on to it, even with the safety car. I want to ask you that. What was your reaction when that safety car came out?
It was fine. Like, it wouldn't have affected me either way. I would have finished third. I think the only difference it made was that Ferret would have won if it wasn't for the safety car, and Aldrig won with it. Because we were so far, but we were like 6 seconds behind Ferret. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's quite an interesting point, because obviously there's quite a bit of a change going on as well. Since you've jumped all the way to P3 champ now, point.
Have I?
Yeah, 32.
Have I managed that? I didn't even score last race.
Because you're that good. No
Did
price.
I get a pole point? Did I get a pole point?
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
You can show off the key now.
Yeah, I'm. Well, no, I went up. The last thing I heard, because Josh was in the party and he left for dinner during quali, and the last thing I heard was imagine league racing.
But well done to Kieran for your P3 today. So now we're going to be on to Agrig if he unmutes himself. So, oh, he's muted himself. And he's back.
Was that me or?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
But obviously, well done today. Obviously, having one of the only guys getting no penalties and winning the race.
Oof. It was a hard one, mate.
Well, yeah, obviously, because since you were the only one in mediums, obviously that was that high up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually quite surprised that people didn't set faster times on the softs, and I was like, "Fuck it, and I'll just go for the mediums," and I was quick, so that was nice to be up there. But then the first safety car came out, and it was just in the range of the soft runners to go pit to mediums, and I was like, "Fuck," and I didn't want to have another China situation. So I didn't pit for softs, luckily enough. So yeah.
Well, I wasn't here last week, so obviously all I know is that you span out and obviously Loki's game crashed.
Yeah, I last week I pitted for soft with 10 laps to go, and they got to like 96% on the last lap. And
Jesus, where?
They couldn't take anymore, and
But,
I slipped.
Well, at least you got redemption at least.
Yeah, that's nice. Bounce back.
So, how did you feel about today's race? Obviously, starting the mediums. I think you started P7 or 6. I can't remember.
No, I think I was all the way up to P5 actually.
Oh, yeah, you were. Yeah, you're P5. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, on the outside of Jericho, and Jericho got quite a good start. I was just following them, so I was just happy to follow him with the DRS.
Yeah, I noticed that you were happy to stay behind everyone's DRS and just get dragged along by the soft runners for a while.
Yeah, true. Because I don't know, is F1 champion? Was that him, the one?
Oh, Kieran.
Before?
Yeah, that's Kieran. He's
Yeah,
he's just muted right now.
He and Milberg, I think. They battled for a long time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that battle those two had because he was on softs and he was on old mediums.
Yeah, exactly. And they battled really hard, and I didn't want to get involved because things could go very bad. And I did already have the 2 warnings, so I just stayed behind them, trying to and hoped for another safety car to reel third in, and it worked. So
yeah,
nice.
But obviously that's a good redemption to you, as you now took the lead in the championship also.
Yeah, that's quite good actually.
So you lead by 17 points.
Wait, in front of who?
Yolmir.
Yolmir, okay.
So
Yolmir
it goes.
Retired. No, he didn't have a good qualifying today, had he?
He crashed out in qualifying, so he started last basically because everyone improved on time. But obviously 17 points now, obviously, but you never know what can happen.
Of course.
So I guess I can wrap that up, unless Kieran, you want to ask anything to Agrit or Agrit to Kieran. Alright, Kieran's muted. He's not going to come back.
What you saying about me?
I was asking, do you want him to ask anything to Agrit before I finish the stream?
What's the next race?
I think it's France.
Okay.
What was that noise?
Well, I'm eating at the same. Like I had my family calling me all race. I got like 4 or 5 missed calls because they wanted me to dinner.
Yeah, it's France next week. So
let's. I'll see you there then.
Well, obviously, I guess I'll end the stream now. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch F1 race tomorrow, which is going to be me and someone who I'm not telling who the commentary guy is.
Unknown.
No.
I know who it is.
God damn it. Okay, so thank you for watching, and hopefully you watch tomorrow's race.